a quadratic is written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So I know I'm going like slowly. I'm going all the long way around this for an easy one, and then we'll do some bigger numbers. Because most of you can know that factor is 7 and 3, but what do you do if the number in front of the x squared term, if a is bigger than 1, I'll show you a way that works every time. You don't have to guess and check as much. So a is 1 here, b is -4, and c is 21. You multiply a times c together, and I just make this chart so I know where to put it in, but you don't have to make the chart if you don't want to. But you multiply a and c together, 1 times 21 is 21, and then b is -4. So I need factors of 21 that'll add to give me -4, and multiply to give me positive 21. That won't factor because the signs have to be different. Let's say that's a negative. Okay. So that's -21. So that's going to make that a -21. So now it'll factor. Alright, so 1 and 21, 3 and 7, and there's not any other factors. Well, 1 and 21 won't work. No way I add or subtract them is going to work. But 7 and 3 will. So 3 and 7, or they will work. But which one needs to be negative? 7, because so when I add that, 3 and 7 have to be this. The 4 has to be negative. So -7, -3. And you know that one of them has to be negative because this is negative. Since the negative, yes. So since my numbers check out now, the next thing you have to do, which since there's a is just 1, since there's not a number bigger than 1 in front, there's nothing in front of the x squared. You can just say it's x minus 7 and x plus 3. If the number in front of a is not bigger than 1, your parentheses, that's how you know which one's minus and which one's plus. It's the same thing that you probably did in your other classes. So in this is where the Miss Watts that I had in class called this tic-tac-no-toe, because it's missing two extra lines to make it tic-tac-toe. So she called it tic-tac-no-toe. So A is 3, C is -5, and B is -2. So A times C is -15, and B is -2. So I need factors of 15 that multiply to give me -15, and add to give me -2. So 5 and 3 are going to be my numbers. Which one needs to be bigger? The 5. So it's -5 and 3. And here, without even the next thing to do is take A, and you can do AX and AX. But A is what? 3. So that's 3. So take where it's supposed to be a P. We're not using X here, but that doesn't. So 3P and 3P. You put the two things you found underneath them. So that's -5, +3, and simplify the fractions if you can. I can't simplify this one. That one's 1 and 1. So now I've got 3P minus 5, and then P plus 1, because the new number in front of 1 is P. And then that's 1, and I don't have to guess and check which one. So the first step we need to do is multiply A times C, which gives me -18. Oh, it's not showing up on here. Okay. Negative 18. And then b equals 3. So now I need to find factors of 18 that'll add to give me a positive 3. So that's not negative 6. Positive 6 and negative 3. And it's the same thing. So that's 6 plus a negative 3 gives me a positive 3. Then I want to make, this is where I make the two fractions, 2x and 2x. Put 6 under one, negative 3 under the other. I can simplify this to 1 over 3. So my parentheses would be 2x minus 3 and x plus 3. And there's the answer.
Do you always do